welcome back to Nintendo Minute. Today is a very, 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 very special day because we have two things that I can't even begin to tell you guys how excited I am about. One is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and of course we have Mr. Aonuma with us. Yay!
Through the magic of E3, he has joined us.
Yes,
after
finally.
Our little hiatus, we are back.
Yes.
Joined
back
by
with a vengeance.
who is translating today. Yes, welcome both of you. Now this is a very large game.
Yes.
A lot of things you can do. Now one of the themes of this game is breaking with the past conventions of the Zelda series. So there's a lot of things that feel new. And I'm curious for Mr. Aonuma, is there one thing over the other that was very satisfying for you to introduce to this series for the first time?
でプレイヤーにこれだけの自由なそのアクションをねさせるってことには意味があって、やっぱりその広い世界で自由に本当にね順番とか何も決まってないんですね。自分で自由にどこに行って何をしようかってことを考えながら進められるゲームになってるんですよ。
And there's a reason we did that. In addition to allowing that difference in perspective, we really want the player to get the sense of exploration in the game. And being able to see things from high above really allows players to do that because they can see things far, far away in the distance and go to explore those various areas and also the areas in between.
であとね、リンクは今回草をこう剣で切ってもハートが出てこないんですよ。
And actually, I don't know if you've noticed, but in this game, in past Zelda games, Link could take his sword and cut through the grass, and then hearts would suddenly appear. That doesn't happen in this Zelda game.
でどうしてそのライフをねどうしたらじゃあ回復できるのって言ったら、もういろんなところにある植物とか、あと狩りをして動物から肉を手に入れたりとか、そういうものでを食べて回復するんですね。
So how do you restore your life in this Zelda game? You actually have to explore the world, and in the process of doing so, you'll be able to get food items, or you'll take down an animal and maybe recover some of its meat, and that'll allow you to restore your health.
あとねその食材を合わせて料理とかも作れて、そうするとちょっとその食材の効果がさらにこう高くなったりするんですね。
And in addition, you can try your hand at being a chef. Take those various ingredients and combining them, and in doing so, you can actually enhance the powers that you can that your character will receive through consuming those different foods that you've prepared.
トカゲも食べれます。違う。
You can eat lizards too.
Really gross.
やっぱりね時間によってこう変化する、朝から夜までって、それはよくあることですけど、あと温度が変わったりとかね、やっぱり自然の中にあるそういういろんなものの要素をねこう入れてるからですよね。あとで風ね。
Yeah, exactly. So, in the same way that, times change, so you have morning, you have night. That might be something that, people have experienced in other games, but there's also temperature differences. The climate can change in the various areas, the various territories in this world. So, yeah, I'm hoping that people will really look forward to experiencing just how vibrant and alive this world is as they play through the game.
リンクはね、いわゆる、ゲームのスタートからある何かをすることでその世界に大きな変化が生まれるってことをやっぱり最初に入れたかったんですね。
So what we wanted to do is, from the beginning of the game, Link does a certain something that causes a certain change to take place, and we wanted to make sure that that change, kind of that trigger, was a huge part of kind of the storytelling.
このタワーってのは最初はなくて、リンクがあることをすることでこのタワーが出現するんですね。
So this tower doesn't exist in the beginning of the game, but again, as I mentioned, Link does something to affect the environment, and these towers emerge.
Yeah, and it's not the only one, right? There's a whole bunch in the world that.
このタワーはこれだけではないんですよね。
じゃないです。遠く見ていただけるとわかると思います。いっぱいオレンジ色で、これは今もう起動しているタワーなので青い。
Oh, that was close. So that's one of the other things that you have to really be aware of is that stamina wheel. When you're climbing and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, if you're climbing a big mountain, there's sometimes big places where you can stop and catch your breath and then keep going.
でこのタワー遠くの方にもね何本か今2本見えてますよね。
So you see in the you asked the question about there being multiple towers, and this one, because it's active right now, is blue. But you can see in this distance there are two more that you need to go check out.
でしかもそのタワーは突然出現するので、いろんなその場所によってそのタワーに登る方法が変わってくるんですね。
And these towers appear in various areas in this very vast world. So in order to reach those towers, there are different challenges that await the player.
Now we're about to get into a battle here, and I think something that really surprised us was just how many different ways that you can approach the battle. And I remember early on I was playing with somebody else and we were asking each other, do you think we could chop down the tree and have it sort of fall onto them or disrupt them? And we totally could, and that was just sort of the, off the top of our heads thinking that really excited us. Did you have any sort of particular battle moment?
やっぱりこの世界にあるいろんなものにリンクがいろいろ自分からアクションできるってことがね、このゼルダっていうゲームの一番面白いところなんで、そこをもっと磨いていこうっていうのが結構このタイトルのテーマでもあったんですね。
Yeah, we think one key thing that a lot of players like about the Zelda series is that Link can interact with this world, and there's a lot of freedom to in interacting with the world. So we really wanted to take that one step further and polish it in this particular game. So there are various ways that you can interact with the world and the things in it.
だから普通の現実の世界で起きるようなことはなるべく入れていこうっていうねことをやってますね。
And one thing we kept in mind is really allowing players to do things that you can in the real world and affect the world within the game in the same way that you do in your day-to-day life.
Rolling the bomb away.
It's just a bomb.
It's fine, don't worry.
It's just explosives. Now it's.
I think it's time.
It's come to my attention that I have an amiibo in my pocket. I was previously unaware, but whoa. Look at that.
Guess what?
Oh.
It is time.
Yes. So this is a very exciting moment for you.
Yes. You all know my love for Wolf Link.
Yes.
There he is. Oh my gosh, he's the best. So tell us about how sort of the Wolf Link amiibo works within this game.
ウルフリングってリンク2人のリンクが出てくるって不思議なんですけどウルフリングはねリンクと一緒に狩りを手伝ってくれたりとかあと敵を倒してくれたりしますね。
So Wolf Link is kind of Link, and so you've kind of got two links here. So I don't really know how to explain that one. But when you have Wolf Link accompanying you on your journey, he'll do things like helping you hunt, and then also helping you defeat enemies.
Alright, we have some enemies coming up right there. So I got my Traveler's Claymore now equipped, which is like taller than Link, by the way. It's pretty crazy. I feel very equipped to handle this right now. I got Wolf Link, I got the Claymore, everything's gonna be great.
There he goes. Okay. Yeah.
Get him!
He's got this.
Let's get out.
Oh, that's very powerful.
Yeah!
Oh! Over the edge.
Wow! Good teamwork, Wolf Link.
ね、すごい頼もしい仲間なんですけど本編にはねこういうパートナーって出てこないんですよね。だけど一人で冒険してちょっと寂しいかなと思ったんでこのウルフリンクのアミーボがあったらこういう相棒を出せるっていうのはとってもいいアイデアだなと思って採用してましたね。
So he's a very loyal and faithful companion on your journey here, as you can see.
I knew he is.
But we thought, it's a little bit lonely maybe to have Link have to travel this very vast space on his own. So we decided to include Wolf Link to make it feel like you've got someone in this fight. Companion to go through this journey with.
Look at him.
彼はね今までの相棒と違ってこっち行けあっち行けとか絶対言わない。
So unlike previous companions in the series, he won't tell you to go here, go there. He'll just loyally follow behind.
Yeah.
Now this E3, it's been a while since we showed the game, and here we have a huge amount to show. How do you feel when you go into that situation of you've been working so hard, sort of in secret on this for so long? Do you feel maybe a little nervous to see how people react, or are you really excited just to hear what people are thinking?
やっぱりスカイウォードソードっていう、ね、タイトル作った後にこういうずっと広い世界を冒険するっていうねタイトルをぜひ作りたくて、まあその時から開発始めましたけどやっぱりこれだけ広い世界作ってやっぱり時間がかかるんですね。だから早く皆さんに遊んでもらいたいってずっと思ってましたけどやっとこの E3 でそれができたっていうのはもう本当にもう嬉しくてしょうがないですね。
So after completing work on Skyward Sword, we really wanted to make something that had this very open air, kind of very vast world that people could explore. But the bigger you make something, the longer it takes. So it's been a long time coming, and we've put a lot of our hard work into it. So we're really looking forward to getting this in people's hands and having them experience this latest installment.
With a world this big, do you have a favorite? Is it too hard to choose?
僕はねさっきもずっと登っていきましたけどね無理にこうあともうちょっとで登れるちょこちょこに上がれるっていう時で瞬間ね下手するとスターンと落ちちゃうってハラハラ感大好きですね。
I actually really enjoy, we talked about the stamina gauge earlier, that kind of nervous anticipation of maybe you're going to make it to the top, but your stamina's running out, and you're almost making it to the top, and maybe you'll make it, but maybe you'll fall. I actually really enjoy that feeling as I play through the game.
あと今使ってるこのマグネキャッチっていうねアイテムでそのマグネでこう引っ張れるものっていうのはこう運べるんだけど、これを敵の上にドーンと落として倒すときはすごい気持ちいいです。
And then the magnet catch that you see right there.
Oh my gosh, it feels so good to like swing it around.
Very powerful.
It is a lot of fun to use, but it's also a lot of fun to drop on enemies. That feeling is also one that I really enjoy.
Of course, this is one of the shrines, and there's more than 100 of these in the game, and sort of more bite-sized challenges with puzzles than a traditional dungeon. But I really like how these offer sort of a change of pace from exploring the overworld a lot.
この中を冒険するのはすごく好きです。
Explode.
ね、これシュラインっていうのはこうコンパクトな謎解きで終わるんですけど、これをね広い世界から探し出すことが難しくて、これは最初のスタートのところっていうのは割とこう目に見えるところにそれがあるんですけどね、ここから先進んでいくとそれがいろんなところに隠されていて謎を解かないと発見できなかったりするのもあるので、そこである謎解きっていうのはシンプルなコンパクトなものにしました。
Yeah, so there are many of these shrines hidden throughout this very vast world, and you get there and you solve the puzzle and you move to the next one. But so these in and of themselves are experiences, but getting to and finding these shrines is also part of the puzzle as well. So we're hoping that people really look forward to experiencing those.
That did not go as planned.
What is she doing? You can shield surf. We should probably talk about that.
Oh yes.
I don't expect a shred in a Zelda game usually,
but you can.
But that's where you can get some of those really cool battle moments where you're like sliding down a hill and you're like shooting arrows. Like yes.
シュラインってもう攻略ちょっとこう難しいなと思ったらすぐに外に出てワープでいつでもここに戻ってこれますから。ちょっと難しいのは後回しにしたりすることもできますね。
So these shrines, you may enter one and discover that it's maybe a little bit too advanced for you. So what you can do is then exit it and come back to it later through a warp. So that's something we've included.
Yeah, even freedom in how you explore these different shrines are kind of included here. You want to shield surf? Alright.
でもね、
so what is that?
シールドサーフィンをね、調子に乗ってやってると盾壊れちゃうからね。
If you're not careful, your shield will break.
That happened to me and I rolled off a cliff.
Please be careful. All right, so the controller's been handed to me, so I can
your favorite thing?
Do a tutorial.
Do a tutorial?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Look at this. Whoa! Whoa. Look at that. Yeah.
All right. Quit showing off. This is your only thing you had to do. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here with us. We're so happy to have you, and we're so excited to finally get a chance to play Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
Thank you.
Yeah. We're so excited.
Next year.
Next year.
Yeah.
Next year. Yes. It's happening next year. Okay, cool. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, remember,
Nintendo Minute is never a minute.
We'll see you next week. Bye. You have just watched an episode of Nintendo Minute.
Tune in every Friday afternoon to watch new videos or click here to watch more now.